Hold up, what? You can do that? I did not know you could do that. Hearing people get rich overnight via social media, sure, but suing? Does it not require a dozen million in your pocket beforehand to win the case in court, getting the best lawyer and everything? Yeah, and Matt Murdock says hi. Now, there are people in the world who have sued companies for serious issues that have come up, but some of them are, simply put, hilarious. Here are some people who got rich by suing companies. Number 5. Erroneous bank statements. When Warren and Maureen Nierges bought a 2,700 square foot foreclosed home in Naples, California in 2009, they had no idea that legal troubles would come their way. They paid Bank of America $165,000 in cash when they bought the house, but 4 months later, they received a notice from the bank of foreclosure. Warren then told the server, "You must have the wrong house. We bought a foreclosure and didn't have a mortgage." Warren, a 46-year-old retired police officer, called over 25 law firms, and all of them refused to take his case until he found a lawyer named Todd Allen. Whenever he called the bank, they told him to come up to date with the payments. They won the case, and the court ordered the Bank of America to pay the couple $2,534 as cost in September 2010. But when in June 2011, Nierges had not been paid, he sought permission from a judge to seize the bank's assets. In the apology the bank made to the couple after paying up, they misspelled Warren's name. Number 4. McDonald's Coffee. In 1992, Stella Liebig was 79 years old and was driven to McDonald's by her grandson. She ordered a coffee and spilt it in her lap while sitting in their parked car. It was 190 degrees, which are just short of boiling point. This caused severe third-degree burns to her thighs and genital area. It almost killed her, and she needed extensive surgery to heal. Liebig didn't even want to go to court at all. She only asked McDonald's to pay her medical bills, estimated to be around $20,000. McDonald's offered her $800, which is kind of insulting. She sued for more and eventually received $600,000 and a lot of press. Number 3. Read carefully. Remember those emails you get with offers for a credit card you never asked for? Dmitry Argarkov got a letter with an offer like that in Russia from Tinkoff Credit Systems. But Argarkov did not like the terms, so he scanned the paper, altered the terms to include unlimited credit and 0% interest, and sent it back to Tinkoff, who did not read the amendments and sign the contract, sending him a credit card. But then the bank sued Argarkov for 45,000 rubles for charges for overdue payments that were not in Argarkov's version of the contract. The judge of a Russian court found in Argarkov's favor and asked him to pay only the actual amount he had spent, which was 19,000 rubles. Argarkov went a step further and sued Tinkoff for a breach of contract, demanding 24 million rubles. But Tinkoff said instead he could be serving a prison sentence for fraud, as it was a matter of principle. That did not turn out so well, but at least he got to play the game for a while, right? Number 2. Flight or fight. You may not know the name Frederique Valentin Herman, but you might be forever grateful for her, especially if you travel a lot. She took on a big airline for a fundamental issue and changed the European airline industry. Her big court case was against European airline Alitalia after not refunding her for a canceled flight. Their original flight was canceled due to a complex turbine failure, and the airline deemed it an exceptional circumstance, meaning it wasn't their fault. Valentin Herman decided to pursue a small claim for the cost of the flight and some telephone charges. The judge ruled that these mechanical and engineering failures should be expected and routinely screened for as an airline. After this ruling, Alitalia appealed and took the case to the higher European courts, making the same decision. Valentin Herman was refunded, and now all European customers are due compensation for canceled flights due to mechanical issues. Number 1. Tobacco problem. Cynthia Robinson sued a major tobacco company, R.J. Reynolds. She was suing on behalf of her husband, Michael Johnson, who died in 1996 from lung cancer at 36. Johnson had been a smoker since he was 13 and picked up a 3-pack-a-day habit as an adult. He was diagnosed with lung cancer in 1995 and lived for 10 months in constant pain. Almost 10 years later, Robinson started court proceedings for justice. Robinson sued because R.J. Reynolds knew that cigarettes were addictive and could cause lung cancer but failed to provide proper warnings to their consumers. Surprisingly, she won and was awarded $23.6 billion. Now we all know the unfortunate side effects of smoking because tobacco companies have to tell us. Suing takes courage, and companies and organizations mostly avoid getting in this court. It takes a tussle to show up. The dedication it requires is tantamount to lunacy. But these people indeed showed up and fought for their rights, which is impressive, partly insane. Kudos, not many pull it off.
Watch the 2 videos on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye!